Hi, it's Emily Williams, and you're listening to the I Heart My Life show. Today's episode is a really special one. It's actually taken from a live webinar that I hosted a few months ago called Creating Your Seven-Figure Plan. So I know a lot of our listeners are entrepreneurs and people looking to scale their business. So if that's you, regardless of where you're currently at, I want you to listen to this training. So make sure you grab a pen and paper and listen to everything I have to share with you today. And if you're interested in creating your own seven-figure plan and scaling your business, go to iheartmylife.com. We have tons of incredible programs for entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs who are driven, want to make a difference in the world, and make a lot of money in the process. We have programs that will support you regardless of which level you're at, even if you're a complete newbie. So go to iheartmylife.com and check out everything we have available. Okay, let's dive into the episode. Welcome to the I Heart My Life show with success coach Emily Williams. Tune in daily to learn how to design a life you love, create more success and wealth, move past fear and blocks, and bring more joy into your life and business. It's time to create a life that's better than your dreams. Okay, great. Step 3. So just to recap, step 1 is to get really clear on your expenses and your desires so you can really finalize that revenue goal and make sure that is grounded. Money wants a purpose. Step 2 was you getting clear on your offerings. Do you have the business right now, the offerings, the products, the programs that are going to enable you to reach that revenue goal, or do we need to make some tweaks? Step 3, look at your marketing systems and the structure of your business. So one of the things that I often see people doing, it's a common mistake, is they expect their business to perform at a level that it's not capable of. They expect all this money to be coming in when they actually don't have the time for another client or the time to run another group program. And so we're going to talk a little bit about self-sabotage in this training today, but that's what happens because you see the 7 figures and automatically you might think you know what it takes to get there, and you internally feel resistance because you're not willing to do that, because it's scary, because your business doesn't have the team to be able to handle it, because you are already overworked and so you can't possibly give any more time and effort. So that's why there's some key things that I need you to have in place before you get to 7 figures, because they will enable you to get there. So again, remember, these are the things that worked for me. I don't want you to make yourself wrong or stress out. I just want you to think about what it is that you desire and operate from that place, because your current reality is not your forever reality. Things can change and they can change quickly. Like I said, we are entrepreneurs. We can pivot. We can transform. Anything is possible. And like I also just said, remember, you can only bring in the amount of money that your business and you can handle. Otherwise, you will freak out. You will self-sabotage. You won't put yourself out there because subconsciously, you know that you're unable to handle what's to come in that level of success. So here's what I recommend. These are the 9 things that I focused on as I was scaling to 7 figures and that I've continued to focus on throughout the past 4 or 5 years. Okay. So number 1, build your email list. This needs to be consistent. So I see people doing this just before launches and that's it. You need to be building your email list consistently to have that churn of people coming into your mailing list. And the thing is, it sometimes takes people a little bit of time to be warmed up to purchase from you. And so this is why this is so important. You need to have a higher level CRM. So MailChimp will not do if you're looking to scale your business. Okay, so have something next level. Have consistent email marketing. So I hear people coming to me saying they haven't contacted their list for years or even months or even weeks. That is unacceptable. I'm going to be really strong with you about this. Maybe email isn't your thing. Maybe you do Facebook Lives. Maybe social media is your thing. I don't really care, but you need to be consistent with contacting your list because these are your people. These are your tribe. They want to feel connected with you. They want to be brought along for the journey. They want to know you because there are a lot of people out there in the online space. So you need to stand out. You need to build that connection. So for me, I was sending an email to my list every single Monday. I've done that for the past 4.5 years. Okay, so we need to build that consistency with your people. Number 4, have a support system and coaches in place. You are not meant to do this alone. As I was scaling every single step of the way, I had a support system. James and I just looked at our own investment in coaches and support systems in the past few years. And really, since we started, it's nearly $500,000 that we've spent in coaches and masterminds and support, because we're not meant to know how to do all of this on our own. And frankly, that's the slow path to everything that you desire. Number 5, focus on community. So for me, I had a Facebook group as I was scaling. It was called I Heart My Lifers. If you were with me back in the day, you'll remember it. Now we have an amazing Facebook group called the Millionaire Lounge, which is super exciting. There was a period of time where I didn't have a Facebook group, and that was a personal choice. But I recommend doing something to build your community. So it might be a Facebook group. It might be hosting events or meetups. Maybe you do some networking. Maybe it's just hosting webinars, whatever it looks like. Focus on a community and building that following. I'd love for you to also focus on having a distinctive brand. So are you standing out online? The issue that I see is a lot of people come to us and they want to hit that 7-figure level or that multiple 6-figure level, yet they're not really saying anything different. And when you're a newbie, that's fine. That's where you're at. And normally we learn from watching others. And so you might even adopt someone else's voice to a certain extent. But as you move forward in your business, you really need to become more distinctive. You need to, what I like to say, sprinkle more of you into your brand and into your messaging and into what you're talking about. And this is super easy. If you just pay attention to your own aha moments and your own stories and start sharing them much more, and also pay attention to your own methodology. You all have a methodology to what you do. You all have a uniqueness, but I'd imagine that you're not paying enough attention to it and you're not highlighting it enough. Number 7, payment processing. Again, sounds super simple, but can you take reoccurring payments? Can you take payment plans? If you're going to run a scalable program, you need to be able to take monthly payments effortlessly. Number 8, do you have a sales process in place? Do you know how to close high ticket programs, or do you freak out about raising your prices? Do you not want to bother anyone? Do you not want to approach anyone? Do you not want to send out sales emails? Well, this is a problem. And this is why money mindset work is so essential, regardless of where you're at, because as you're scaling, new fears will creep up. This fear of raising your prices, or people not buying, or not being able to attract the right level client, right? So I need you to take a look at your sales process and also how you have your sales conversations. And team members, are you a one-woman show? This is a big one for me. Again, I never thought I'd be talking about team in a million years. My biggest mistake, I told you I'd share this on this training, was waiting too long to hire. So I had this fear of letting go of control. Again, I thought that I was the only one that could do it and that I could do it best. And just because you can do everything doesn't mean you should, because most of us are self-taught. We learn how to do everything in the business because in the beginning we have to, but that doesn't mean that we need to stay in that place, and we can't if we want to grow. So how will your movement grow and transform with more hands on deck? That's what I want you to really envision and get excited about. So here's a bonus for you, what a 7-figure team looks like. So this is who I had in place previously when we scaled to 7 figures, and what our team looks like today. We have a few more people as we're scaling to 3 million next year. But this is what I highly recommend. Start looking for the people with the asterisks if you don't have them immediately. So a VA, Facebook ad support, some type of marketing person so you can be building your list. The other things are also very, very important, but I want you to really have extra support so you're not doing the things that you shouldn't be doing. Have a VA in place and also have someone to manage your marketing strategy. Those are really key. You don't need to have Infusionsoft. I just put that on there, but if you have a higher level email marketing or CRM system, you might need that person. So recognize what it is that you actually need. So a VA is a virtual assistant. You could have an in-person assistant, or you could have somebody who's online if you have an online business. And I see a question here. At what point should you hire? You need to hire as soon as you need to hire. Actually, before when you look at your revenue plan and you can start to see you have a launch coming up and you have more money coming in, then you can start to anticipate the need for more support. Okay. And so right now, if there are things on your list, like when people come into our Millionaire Club, we have them do a task tracker. So for a week, they monitor everything they're doing in their life, and we're able to see where they're doing too much that they shouldn't be doing. So we can put team in place. So you can look at what it is that you should not be doing anymore, where you're not in your zone of genius, and where you need to hire to fill in those gaps. So how many of those 9 things do you have in place? Ballpark. Do you think that you need to amplify any of them? Do you think you need to transform any of them? Again, this replay will be up for 48 hours, so you can take some notes later on. But I imagine that all of us, myself included, need to take a deeper look at all of those 9 things and just make sure that they are working properly, or they're at the level that they need to be at. Are there any of those things where if you put some attention into them, they would make a huge, huge difference to your bottom line? Maybe for you, if you had a virtual assistant or a copywriter or whoever, that's another thing. I personally love writing copy, and so copywriter was not one of my first hires, but maybe it is for you. What do you know would make a huge difference to your bottom line in terms of revenue? What would really increase the revenue in your business? Lindsay said, yes, consistently sending out emails to my email list and building it. Great. Elizabeth says, I have a VA and website manager. Great investments. What else would help you what else would help make a huge difference to your bottom line in terms of revenue? Tennille said, start building a faithful community. Great. Yeah, you guys will know. Just check in with yourself as I'm going through all of this information. Check in with where you know what, she's right. I need to pay more attention to that. That's going to make a huge difference because intellectually, and also your intuition will tell you. Okay, again, I want you to understand this is a really, really, really important. This whole thing, everything I just shared with you, it's not an overnight process. And I want you to know that you're doing great. You're here on this training, which is more than I can say for most people. Most people don't give their dreams the time, the effort, the energy that they actually deserve. And most people don't plan. That's the thing. Most people just do. We are, especially as visionaries, we're great at doing, but I want you to be really great at also planning. And you can get there. It'll take you, retraining your mind and taking some time to get all these numbers down. Okay, you can get there. And remember what I said at the beginning, the issue with not doing this work is that you may self-sabotage. You can have all of the amazing intention in the world, but if you don't feel like you can handle what's about to come, then you're not going to put yourself out there. I hope that makes sense, guys. Cool. Everyone is saying, let's see. So Kimber says building my email list would make a difference. Sean says having a pipeline manager would make a difference. Beautiful. Christy says, yes, going from me to an agency would make a difference. Beautiful. LaDon says, this is so awesome, Emily. I see how it's doable. Amazing, LaDon. Lovely to have you here. Lacey said, investing in ads to continuously build my list instead of relying on referrals. Awesome. Yeah, ads are still really working really well for us. I know that people have varying results, but they're still the main way that we get our clients. So I highly recommend doing that. Joe says definitely a Facebook ads expert. Awesome, guys. I'm glad you're really getting this. So the reality is, which is why I'm doing this training today, is most people don't actually know where they're going. They have a rough idea, but they haven't mapped it out, which doesn't really make sense because, for example, you wouldn't drive from New York to California without some idea of how you're going to get there. I'm not saying it needs to be set in stone. Of course, you could pivot and you could stop off wherever you want, but you have to know how you're going to get there. Also, for most of us, again, self-admittedly, I'm a visionary. I'm not really about the numbers, but I've learned how to be. I've learned how to be excited, and I've learned in order to be a serious business owner, in order to be a $1 million business owner, $1 million plus business owner, right? We need to know our numbers. Otherwise, it feels really unsettling. You all know what I'm talking about, I'd imagine, when you don't know your numbers. You want to know what's really working. And frankly, you want to track as much as you possibly can. You want to track all the metrics and see where people are actually coming from. You don't want to just be running Facebook ads with blind faith and just, you might see people being added to your list, but are they turning into clients? What is really turning people into clients? What is warming up your audience? What's connecting? Take some time to stop doing and actually evaluate. And again, people are pulling numbers out of thin air and they wonder why they're not reaching them. Okay. And this is not what I desire for you. I need you to add up your expenses. I need you to know your desires. I need you to put the two together and figure out what the real number is for you. People are also not standing apart from the crowd. So how can you sprinkle more of you into your work and create that distinctive brand? And also, how can you create a movement? I know that might be a bold statement for some of you, but a lot of people, we're running businesses, but we're not actually connecting to the impact that we're looking to make. So this is kind of a sidebar, but I want you to really think about that. And a lot of people, you all know, someone told me I was the queen of mindset the other day, and I will graciously accept that title. A lot of people have not worked on becoming the woman who gets there. So are you operating the way a seven-figure entrepreneur would operate? Are you thinking the way a seven-figure entrepreneur would think? Are you showing up the way she would show up? You need to do the internal work because success is an inside job as well. And most entrepreneurs are burnout and don't know how to create scalable long-term success. So people can run on burnout for about 5 years without even knowing it. And so this has to be a focus as well. You need to start treating yourself like an athlete. We could do a whole nother training on the mindset and the internal success that really is the seven-figure entrepreneur. But this is about your plan. But I really want you to wanted to mention that to you. So imagine the other reality. Imagine getting a hold of your financials and having a clear revenue and marketing plan in place. Imagine discovering what really sets you apart from others in your industry and nailing your mission and movement. Imagine fortifying your mindset and becoming the woman who hits seven figures. Imagine understanding what strategy to put in place to scale your business, including program creation, marketing, messaging, and sales. Imagine gaining momentum in terms of your personal health and self-care. Imagine feeling more freedom and the ability to be in your zone of genius due to the support of your team. And imagine hitting your seven-figure milestone. I love the thought of you doing that. Do you want all of that plus an accelerated path to seven figures? I know you do. That's why you're here. If so, I want to introduce your solution to you. And I'm so excited about this because this is something brand new that we're offering to our community. Introducing the Millionaire Club, which is your opportunity to join the world's top earners. So here's what the Millionaire Club actually is. So the Millionaire Club is where you get access to me as well as experts in the industry that can help you fast track your program or offering. You can also expedite the process of hitting your multiple six-figure or seven-figure goals with the Millionaire Club. Our goal in 2019, personally and professionally, is to graduate 50 female millionaires, because we personally know that when women make more money, everyone benefits and the world transforms. So we really want to see women like you out there hitting big numbers in their business and making a big impact in the world, because we both know unless you are financially taken care of, you cannot give back in the way that you desire. And in my experience, money magnifies the person you already are. So if you are generous at heart, if you are looking to do something big and change lives, then you becoming a millionaire is only going to do more of that. And we want to help you do that quicker. Our Millionaire Club members are excited about implementing new steps and processes in their businesses. They're looking to make a lot of money in their business. They want to join the world's top impact makers. They want to speak on stage, have book deals, and become an influencer in their industry. They're ready to no longer wear all the hats, and they want to learn how to delegate and build a team. They're craving growth and scale in their business. So if that sounds like you, comment in the chat box and let us know. Here are the results that you can expect in the Millionaire Club. Result number 1 is get a clear and achievable revenue plan in place. Like I told you, we actually help our members create a revenue calendar based on their offerings. So part of the Millionaire Club is you getting a one-on-one call with myself and James and our COO to give you a business audit. This happens at the beginning of the Millionaire Club, where we evaluate your entire business as well as your plan and help you put a plan in place that is very, very clear based on your actual expenses and desires that you are able to list out. So result number 2 is just this. You will get a clear picture of your finances. So you will be able to show us a monthly business expenses breakdown as well as your desires. And maybe your numbers will add up to 1 million, just like here on this screen. Maybe they will add up to 500K. Maybe they will add up to 200,000. You get to decide, because there's multiple levels of the Millionaire Club. Result number 3, you'll learn how to create a scalable business model. So again, maybe you already have this. Maybe you're just looking to go to the next level. Awesome. Maybe you don't. Maybe right now it's 1-to-1 and you want it to be 1-to-many. We can help you transform that. We can also help you put a team in place. This is essential if you're looking to go to the next level. We will also help you transform your mindset, streamline your sales process, attract more leads into your business through next level marketing strategies and funnels, help you get more results for your clients, which I think this is something that most people leave off of their presentations. The reason why you're doing this is to support your clients. That's one of the main reasons, right? You want to change lives. We'll also help you make more money, have more impact, and hit your 7-figure milestone. So you might want to know who supports you. The truth is my vision for this was to bring everyone you need under one umbrella to help you scale your online business. And that's what we've done. So we have myself. So I'm a success coach and money mindset expert and overall mindset queen. As I told you, I was given that title recently. My husband, James, is a high performance coach. He focuses on health and creating sustainable businesses through you yourself being in your best health and having the most energy you can possibly have. Our COO is going to be a part of the program. She's an expert in marketing and financials, as well as team building, hiring, and metrics. So all of the numbers. We have a Facebook ads expert, a funnel expert, a program design and adult learning theory expert. So you know what you're creating is actually going to get people results and it is scalable. And we have more experts coming soon. So as the Millionaire Club expands, we're going to be bringing in more coaches and strategists to support you. So what sets the Millionaire Club apart? Like I said already, there are multiple levels of the Millionaire Club and multiple levels of access based on where you're at in your business. So as you scale, the program scales with you. And this is truly hands-on support. So you're not out there looking for or paying for other consultants. They're here under one umbrella. You'll meet a like-minded community of women looking to scale to millionaire status. You'll get step-by-step processes of how to scale your business. You'll get that audit of your business before we even start. And everything is truly based in metrics and based on the numbers that you actually want to hit, which is why it's so different, because we start with that number in mind and help you get clear on your financials. We also track your project progress, as you go along. You have a client concierge who's with you every step of the way. And the truth is, this is about holistic success and our millionaire pillars. So I'm going to tell you about those in just a second here. So our Millionaire Method pillars are so key, because at I Heart My Life, I don't want you to achieve financial success and find out that you're completely unhappy because you're burnout. Or I don't want you to again, be so focused on just your health that you don't build your business, right? We can have everything at the same time, but we have to know what's working and what's not working. So we actually focus on all 5 of these pillars with you, especially in the business audit. We look at every single one of these. So what is your mission? Are you standing apart from the crowd? What does your mindset look like? Are you of the mindset of a 7-figure entrepreneur? Where do we need to really tweak and help you gain more confidence to put yourself out there, to get on sales calls, all of that? What is your methodology right now? Is it working? Are you getting enough leads in? Do you have funnels? Are you hosting enough trainings and webinars? Do you have a community and a tribe that's following you? Are you in momentum? Do you have a team, or are you about ready to crash and burn? Do you have enough energy? Where are you at in terms of sustainability? And then of course we look at your actual milestone that you're looking to achieve. So we've already enrolled a few founding members into the Millionaire Club. So far, it's been a little bit hush-hush, but I wanted to host this webinar to really support all of you in jumping on a call with us to see if this is the right fit for you. So we are taking on about 19 more founding members between now and the end of the year for a start date in January. So this is your opportunity to really hit the ground running in your business. And from the people who have already joined, we've been doing some of their initial business audits. And here's what they're already saying from the one-on-one call they received. They said, super beneficial. It was great to hear feedback from different people, read my assessment forms. I took about 3 iPad pages worth of notes with thoughts and some realizations from the call. Someone said, I already knew this program was something I needed to invest in. And the one-on-one call was like a preview. It made me even more sure and excited about what's to come. And we've had multiple people saying that they're so relieved to have found this because they're no longer going to be guessing at how to scale. They're no longer going to be guessing about how to hire a team. They're no longer going to be guessing about what sort of offerings and funnels and all the marketing stuff, what will actually work for them. They're getting everything under one umbrella and the support that they need, as well as the community that will help them go to that next level and help them feel like they're not alone in their mission. Thank you for listening to this episode of the I Heart My Life show. Please take a second to leave a review. We love reading all of your comments, suggestions, and feedback. And for more inspiration, success tips, and ways to achieve your life and business goals, definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook at I Heart My Life Now. See you next time.